and welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. How are you? It's sunny. This video has got no artificial lighting in. This is pure sunshine through my lounge window, so I'm feeling very, very summery, and I've actually just had to change my top into a t-shirt, which now, on reflection, is really creased, but I needed to change into something less hot and bothered, and this guy's got two little Kit Kat yin-yangs on, which is very enjoyable. Today is my £20 cruelty-free update video, so I will link the video down below. But earlier this year, I think it might have been last month, I think it was last month, I took £20 and I set myself the challenge of getting myself 10 products with that £20. This is something I've done before. I've done it with £10. I will link both of those videos down below, and I then, after I've used the products a bit, I do a sort of update video. I've done that for the £10 video and I'll link that down below, and this is the £20 update video. So I actually managed to get 11 products for £20, which is amazing. I tried to set my pricing, whereas with the £10 video I tried to get everything £1 or under. With the £20 video I tried to get everything around £2, and by the end of the day I still had a bit more money left, so I went back and was able to get an 11th product. But yeah, so I'm going to try and run through them in the order that I got them in the actual challenge video. So if you've watched that, you'll see the order that they're in. If you haven't watched it, hey, it's just a nice opportunity to see some good cruelty-free products that are around £2, so welcome. I'll start with the Marks & Spencer stuff. So the first place I went to was Marks & Spencer. Excuse me! Where's the last thing? So the first thing I got was this Formula exfoliating powder, which was £2. This was £8 originally, but it was actually knocked down. And then since I've been back in there, and these have gone down to like £1.50 now. This is an exfoliating micro powder which cleanses, smooths and polishes, and it is a powder. I can't even really show you. Like, it's just a powder. You don't need to see the powder. It's a powder, and you put it on your hand and you mix it with a little bit of water, and then you scrub your face with it. There is loads of this. I've used this loads and there's still loads left. One of my worries was that I was going to use this up in minutes, but you really don't need that much to get a good grit. And also it smells beautiful. It smells really like clean. Once I've washed my face with it, I feel really, really clean afterwards. And it, as I said, it seems to be last a while. But one of the things I did notice is that because it's such a good scrub, I really cannot use this more than one day in a row. So it says here that it doesn't tell you how often you should use it, but for me, my skin type means that I can't use this for more than one day in a row, because it just absolutely dried me out. I was like so dry afterwards, but it does the job. It does clean it as a sort of like, maybe like weekly treat maybe for me. I just give it a good scrub, and it smells amazing, and I really, really think it's good. And it's a nice, like, really fine, really fine face scrub, which you don't often get. Quite often I feel face scrubs are like big old bits of salt and stuff, but no, fine. The next thing was the pink grapefruit and watermelon shower gel. I've just taken this from the shower and I'm literally like leaking these all over myself. So this was £2. This I haven't been using like loads. As I said in my last video, all of these products I've used, but as I said in my last video, I had some Lush shower gels to use up. This tend to be using it in the morning. Pink grapefruit and watermelon, I feel like it's quite a refreshing scent, and I use it in the morning. But yeah, I feel like it's fine. It does the job. It hasn't really been hot enough to see if it is like proper keeping me clean thing. Not that in the summer I'm like the most sweatiest of people, but yeah, it's refreshing, fine, absolutely fine. Would buy those again because they're £2 for 250ml of shower gel, so would buy that again. And then the last thing I got in Marks & Spencer's was this Rose roll-on deodorant, which was also £2. Everything in Marks & Spencer's was £2. This smells lovely. I thought this was going to be really old lady, and it's not. It's really nice rose scent. It's not like old. I feel like there's two different types of rose scents. One is like really like borderline old lady, and the other one is like really deep and rich, and like what Rose Jam from Lush smells like. That's the perfume I wear, and I love that. So as I said, it hasn't been super hot, so I haven't been able to test its full sweaty potential, but it's been fine. I don't feel like it's any better or any worse than my 44p Sainsbury's Smart Price one that I usually use, so I wouldn't get it again. Not because there's anything wrong with it, but I've just been using my Sainsbury's 44p one, which I just feel like is just as good. But yeah, that's fine. And then on I went to Superdrug. So two of the first things that I got in Superdrug were and I've kept these, David will be so pleased because I can throw away all these empties now, was this charcoal toothbrush and this charcoal toothpaste. Now, I've used this toothpaste before. It's a whitening toothpaste. I don't know how much whitening it's actually done. I don't have like super discoloured teeth. My teeth aren't like bright white or anything, but they're fine. Hello. And I don't know how much difference this did. I have really struggled to find cruelty-free toothpastes, and in Superdrug I couldn't find, in the 2 Superdrugs that I went into, an own brand Superdrug toothpaste apart from this one. So that's how I ended up with this as like a cruelty-free toothbrush. Now, actually, in my vegan kind box, I got sent a coconut-based toothpaste, which is not minty at all. Now, David hasn't been getting on with that. He's bought a Sainsbury's own brand toothpaste, which is cruelty-free, that he's been getting on with. But this was fine. This toothbrush is supposed to also aid whitening. I don't know how much it's done, but as I said in my original video, is that I had planned to go over to bamboo toothbrushes, and that's what I've done now. So I found out that toothbrushes, guys, they never disappear. They will go in landfill and they'll just stay there forever. That's not going anywhere. They can't recycle that. That's there forever. So David and I have switched over to bamboo toothbrushes. Now, I have a bit of an aversion to wet wood, and I feel like me talking about it is worse than it actually is. But when I was younger and I used to have to do the washing up, I didn't really like washing up wooden spoons, or drying up wooden spoons. It used to make me feel really funny. When I have a lolly stick and then the end of the lolly goes on your tooth, boop, that makes me feel funny as well. And I really thought I'd struggle with this. Now, there are times when I'm brushing my teeth, I think, oh God, you're using wet wood. But if I just get on with it, I don't really think about it. I would be interested in a sort of maybe like a treated one. Now, I don't know if that would defeat the object because it wouldn't be able to be as recyclable. But I feel like maybe a treated one would be better. I will link the link for this. I bought this on Amazon, and we got 4. And what I found helpful about these is that quite a lot of the ones I was finding, they all looked exactly the same. And David and I wanted to be able to differentiate from like whose toothbrush was who. And these ones have got different colour bristles and a different colour like bit of paint at the bottom. I've got a yellow one, David's got a blue one, and then we've got black and white left that we haven't used. But yeah, I'm finding it fine. It's just it does take a bit of getting used to, and it's not a texture that you're used to when brushing your teeth. But if it means not having to use any more of these guys, then I feel pretty happy about that. So yeah, both of these, I definitely won't be buying that again because I've now gone over to bamboo and charcoal toothpaste. It was fine, like probably a bit pricier than like Sainsbury's own brand, but I don't feel like it did much difference with whitening my teeth. But then I don't know how long you're supposed to use it for. So yeah, those things. And then some makeup I got in Superdrug. Oh shit, I haven't got my powder back. Oh, my foot's still hurting, so it's up on a footstool. So yeah, the next things I got were some makeup pieces that I got in Superdrug. I've used the brand MUA, which is, everything is like roughly £1. One of the first things I picked up was this Vivid lipstick that I'm wearing now. This is in I think it's in the shade Punch. I definitely mentioned it in my original video, so go and check that out if you want to find out about that. Yeah, I feel like this is fine. I've had quite a lot of compliments on it. It's quite nice and springy. I often, if I do wear lipstick, I normally wear red or like a dark like burgundy. I wear Glastonbury by Charlotte Tilbury. That's like my favourite one. But yeah, I feel like this is quite nice change. It feels nice on. I don't know how long it stays on. It's not going to like stay on while I'm eating and things like that. It was £1.50. But yeah, I've had lots of compliments on it and I feel like it's nice. Is it nice? I feel like it's nice. That was £1.50. And then the next thing I got was this, the next thing I got was this powder, which is a translucent pressed powder, which was £1. I've used this much of it. It's got a hair in it. Beautiful. This much of it, and I feel like I probably used it every day. Now, it doesn't keep my makeup on my face great, but it does the job, and it does the sort of job where it's not like sheeny. So yeah, I mean, for £1 it's fine. And like, oh god, do I want to say stocking filler in April? For a stocking filler, this would be really good. And then the last thing was something that I went back to Sainsbury's to get because I had a bit of money left, and that was this MUA eyebrow pencil in brunette. Now, this is, I was using this, however, this is I feel like it was very soft eyebrow pencil. The only reason I haven't continued to use this is because I'm lazy and I haven't sharpened it. So I used it for literally about 3 days, but it went blunt really quickly, and I've just tried to do my eyebrows now with it, and that's probably why they're a bit bold, because I've sort of like dragged it across. But that was also £1. And one thing I did really like the little brush that goes with it. I feel like this eyebrow brush is quite good for like combing your eyebrows, as would be suggested by the name eyebrow brush. And then the last three things, sorry, are the things that I bought in Sainsbury's. Sainsbury's obviously being my favourite. The first thing was just this, which I've been really getting. There's not much to say about this apart from it's very, very enjoyable. This was Palmer's Coconut Oil Lip Balm. This was, I think it was like £2 or something. This is just lovely, soft. I like coconut. I like Palmer stuff already. It smells very holiday-esque and it's just nice. I put it on in the morning before when I'm not moisturising and stuff, and then my lips are primed and ready for some lipstick when that's soaked in a bit, so that's nice. The next thing I bought was this My Skin Matters 3-in-1 face wash, scrub and mask. I don't know what's going through my head because I'd already bought that scrub powder, but I was like, oh yeah, I need a scrub. Well, I didn't actually need a scrub. I feel like again, this smells quite nice, it's fine, but I don't feel like it's done any different. It smells quite like manly. Oh, when I closed it, all the water went in my mouth. It smells quite like masculine, I guess, and it's been fine, but I've tried using it in all three ways. So I've used it as a wash, which I find difficult because it is just a scrub as well, but you can leave it on and it be a mask. Now I didn't feel like it's set or anything, but yeah, it smells clean, but I don't feel like, I didn't fall in love with it, and I probably wouldn't buy it again. There's nothing wrong with it, but I just didn't fall in love with it. But however, this last item I did fall in love with, and I've mentioned it in my favourites already. This is the Big Chill Out Bath Soak with Calming Chamomile by Dirty Works. So Dirty Works are a brand that's sold just in Sainsbury's, and it's sort of like I guess a Sainsbury's. It's very packaged very similarly to Soap and Glory, and this is gorgeous. I really, really love this. This is so luxurious, and it smells really, like, I know this sounds daft, but it smells really expensive and really like layered. So when you first smell it, you're like, oh my god, that's really, really like deeply like lavender, but like with some sort of oil and stuff. And then when you put it in the bath, you can smell the chamomile, and it just feels really relaxing, and it's just lovely, and it's got like oils in it and things like that. So, and it doesn't bubble up quite as well as my 90p lavender Sainsbury's big bottle, but as a treat and as the scent is much nice. Not that there's anything wrong with that scent, but this scent, it smells like beyond, and I can really smell it on my skin for quite a while afterwards. So yeah, so that's been the real success story. So those are the bits that I bought when I was doing my £20 cruelty free challenge. Let me know if you've got any favourite bits that are around the £2 mark. Let me know if you found this video helpful. As I said, I will link the original challenge down below if you fancy going to watch that. And yeah, thanks again for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the sunshine, and I'll see you all again on Friday for another BookTube video. Goodbye!